Interesting development. The Trump campaign foreign policy experts now under investigation were brought in under Attorney General Jeff Sessions by Jim Hoft for the GatewayPundit.com. As we previously reported, the recent House Intel Committee report on Russia noted numerous issues, but hidden in issue number 27 is an obscure piece of information that former Senator and current Attorney General Jeff Sessions oversaw the small team of 5 foreign policy experts for the Trump campaign. Included in this small group were Carter Page and George Papadopoulos. According to the House Intel report, the future president was under pressure to put together a foreign policy team in March of 2016. A number of seasoned Republican foreign policy experts were unwilling to jump on the Trump train. Because of this pressure from the press to show he had experts on his team, candidate Trump named the Alabama Senator Jeff Sessions as the chairman of his National Security Advisory Committee, NSAC. A few weeks later, candidate Trump released the names of 5 people on his team. The list included Carter Page and George Papadopoulos. Okay. The House Intel report states there is no evidence that anyone on the Trump campaign was aware of Page's past ties to Russian intelligence services or Papadopoulos' more recent contacts with a Russian-connected professor when these 2 individuals were included among the advisors that were publicly announced on March 21st. In fact, as President Trump's son-in-law Jared Kushner candidly put it, we put together that list because we were getting a lot of pressure from the media to put out a list of foreign policy advisors. The Daily Caller reported that both Carter Page and George Papadopoulos were hired by Sam Clovis, the Trump campaign's co-chairman, but the source of this information remains anonymous. It is more likely that Jeff Sessions was responsible for hiring both Page and Papadopoulos for the Trump campaign because they reported to him. The individuals under Sessions are also the individuals that had dealings with UK spies. Papadopoulos met with Mifsud Halper and Aussie Downer. Carter Page also had dealings with some or all of these British spies. There are many questions concerning these individuals. The House Intel report states that there is no evidence that the Trump campaign was aware of the team's connections with Russia or the Russians. The question must be asked, did the House ask Sessions? Did Sessions recuse himself because he knowingly set up the Trump campaign with British spies and Russians? It's curious that the only person on the Trump team that recused himself from the Russia farce was Sessions. Is also the person who was the chairman of candidate Trump's National Security Advisory Council, which includes the most notorious individuals on the Trump campaign team. Does Sessions know more than he has let on? I think Sessions set up Trump. So I don't understand the title. The Trump campaign foreign policy experts now under investigation were brought in under Attorney General Jeff Sessions. Oh, okay, now I get it. Because, like from the picture, you think like he did something good. But again, we always, a lot of you people on this channel that comment always said that Jeff Sessions was a plant. And now we're starting to question that because all the people now that are under investigation were hired by Jeff Sessions, and he was head of the national security of something or other, foreign policy, whatever it's called. But we get the National Security Advisory Committee. So he was the head of it. How could he have hired? But anyway, the thing is that I still believe that Page was put in there because he worked under, no matter what he says on camera, I don't believe Page for a minute. He plays real innocent. I would give him that, you know, like the way he speaks, I say, oh, maybe he's not, you know, a bad guy in all of this. But no, because he worked with the Clintons in the 90s. He worked with the FBI. So how could we not suspect that Carter Page was the plant? George Papadopoulos, I still think he's just an idiot that got tied up in all of this. But Carter Page was definitely a plant, and Halper, we know he was worked as a spy for the other team, so to speak. But yeah, so this is more incriminating evidence against Jeff Sessions here. So you know, he hired him. You're going to tell me that Jeff Sessions didn't know who he was hiring? This guy will find a pot cigarette, let's say a cigarette in, let's say in an acre of land. He'll find it within a second. Like, this is the kind of guy Jeff Sessions is. That's how he strikes me. And you're going to tell me this went over Jeff Sessions' mind? I don't see that. So it only points more to Jeff Sessions hiring these people, and could be a plant in the Trump campaign. And he's the only one that recused himself from the Russian investigation they're stating over here. So that should raise a red flag. You know, from the Russian farce, that was well written there. The Russian farce, he's the only one that recused himself, you know. So there you have it here. So it points to Sessions, but I misinterpreted the title. I thought it meant that he did something good from the picture, you know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.